These exercises pushed my alternate picking capabilities to their limit. So let's take a look at the first exercise. Okay, so in this exercise, we're playing arpeggios. 2 arpeggios to be exact. So the first one is a major arpeggio, and then the second one is a minor arpeggio. And I love using these arpeggio shapes for exercises because they're so memorable and sound great. And they can be easily integrated into anything you play. So this is mainly a right hand exercise to learn how to apply speed in a controlled manner. So in this exercise, we're focusing mainly on 2 notes per string, or 2 strokes per string more like. And that is so important because many licks and solos require moving between 2 and 3 notes per string in order to be melodic. Because when it comes to this matter, you see too many players butcher their licks and their playing when trying to apply speed. And you often hear stuff like these, where you can maybe understand 1 or 2 notes. Now there's 2 approaches to playing this. The first would be playing this muted, and the second would be unmuted. Playing this muted is a great way to practice muting strings and crossing strings at the same time. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this shape or that this exercise is a bit hard for you, you can focus on only the first level of this exercise. And here we're going to play only the first shape up and down and loop that together. The first one is a major arpeggio. And the second one is a minor arpeggio. Okay, let's move on to the next exercise. Okay, in this exercise, we're going to focus mainly on speed and accuracy by applying bursts of speed. So this is a 3 note per string exercise, which is great for playing scales. But not only scales. 3 notes per string is arguably the easiest way to achieve speed using alternate picking. So focusing on this one is very, very crucial. So we're going to travel the neck and change our shape at the same time. While our shape changes, the pattern stays exactly the same. So we play the pattern slow. And right after finishing this, we include a burst of speed, playing the exact same pattern. And this exercise is actually very, very versatile, because if you can't play these 6 notes fast together, you don't have to. That's the final goal of this exercise. Instead, you can play only 4 notes, for example. So your exercise will look like this. Alongside pushing the limits of our speed, we're also focusing on one more very crucial skill, and that's moving between strings. So we start by playing on the D string and then we cross over to the G string. Now the focus is not mainly on that, but it's very important to note it as well, because if this exercise is a bit hard for you and you're not going to play the whole 6 notes in your bursts, then it's very important that you include at least one more note on the G string so you can work on your string crossing skills as well. As I always tell my students, we're pushing speed, but not at the cost of clear and accurate playing. So take your time and make sure that these notes are heard clear and sound. Okay, let's move on to our third crucial exercise. Okay, in this exercise, our focus changes up a bit. We're going to focus mainly on accuracy when moving between strings. And this exercise is excellent for this cause. Crossing strings and moving between strings is a very important aspect to focus on, and many players neglect this. And not many of them understand that this is actually the main reason their playing is so sloppy. You see, if you can only play this, but you can't expand it and travel the neck with it, you're stuck. And what a lot of players tend to do is brute force their way onto the next string, play that same pattern until it starts to sound coherent. So here we're putting all our focus on switching between strings, all while combining 2 and 3 notes per string playing. That's why it's important to play this exercise last after you've figured out the first and second ones. Understanding the pattern here can help you learn this so much faster. So let's take a closer look. First of all, we're playing the major scale. We're going to start with a simple 4 notes. And then we have this maneuver. So we're starting from the last note of this major scale position, and we're playing 4 notes from it. After playing this, we're playing exactly the same, but we're starting from the second to last note. And then from the third, and so on. The third part is exactly the same, but it's extended a bit. So the principles are the same, but we're going to end on this high A note. So we play this. And in the end, the goal is to play the whole scale this way from the high strings to the low ones. I'll see you in the next one.